Many thanks, Alicia. Tonight, General Motors is unveiling a $2 billion plan involving 4,000 jobs at auto plants in 8 states, including here in Ohio.
Some of those jobs, 400 of them, will go to a Toledo plant that makes parts for the hot-selling Chevy Cruze made at Lordstown. News Channel 5's Dan Haggerty is in Toledo. And Dan, just last week we reported GM's best profits in more than a decade. And today's announcement really signals some confidence about the growth of the auto industry.
Yeah, you bet. They're investing those profits back into the company. It's something that every GM worker and the people who live in the communities where these people work have been waiting for. It was a standing ovation for GM CEO Dan Akerson and louder applause for the news.
We're announcing an investment in Toledo to the tune of $204 million.
Overall, GM announced it will invest $2 billion spread over 17 plants in 8 states, bringing 2,000 laid-off workers back and creating more than 2,000 new jobs.
Every job in this plant means 7 jobs someplace else in the community. That means the fire department, the police department. That means the school teacher. Everybody that you know is affected by what happens in the auto industry.
The $200 million for Toledo will go to constructing a new 8-speed transmission line, but no word how the rest of the $2 billion will affect Northeast Ohio. Arvin Jones oversees multiple GM plants in the U.S. and studies how investments in a plant like Toledo's Powertrain can affect others.
It does ripple into some of our other businesses. Anytime we gain volume or gain a new product, as Dan said, there is a strategy we have for why we bring on the products, and some of our facilities are impacted.
For instance, the transmission for the Chevy Cruze is built here and is directly tied to plants in Parma and Lordstown. But GM officials said today an investment like this will touch every GM worker nationwide.
Is not only good for the future of General Motors, it's good for the future of Toledo, and quite frankly, it's good for the United States of America.
And most of the $2 billion will go to refurbishing some of GM's existing plants, as well as adding shifts and getting people back to work. Reporting live in Toledo, I'm Dan Haggerty, News Channel 5.
Dan, great news today. We didn't hear a lot of details about where all of the jobs are going to land. Do we know how soon we might learn what other plants GM will be investing in?
Well, GM made an announcement at a plant in Bowling Green last week. They made the announcement today at this plant in Toledo. They're expected to handle the announcements at other plants, many of them right here in our region, over the next 2 months.
All right. We'll hope they come to Northeast Ohio. Dan, thanks very much.